DeMeco, I was going to ask you about, you've seen a lot of running backs in your career. You've had to tackle a lot of them. What do you think about Derrick Henry's style and his career and what you guys hope to do against him?
Yeah, Derrick Henry, man, really great player. He's done it for a while now. It's been very consistent. Talk about a guy who's a very big running back, tall, physical back, runs with the right mindset, a physical demeanor. Really love his play style, and it sticks out amongst other backs around the league, just how he carries the football. Right, he's trying to finish you with bad intentions. So he's been a really good player in this league, and he's definitely a challenge for us, right, when it comes to the run game and tackling. Like, it's going to take multiple hats at the ball. You got to have multiple guys, wrapping him up, trying to get him down because he's such a physical runner.
We go with C.J. How's he doing as he progresses through the protocol and obviously not practice today?
Yeah, C.J., he's getting a little bit better. We'll see how the week continues to go, but he is still in the concussion protocol.
They got a guy, Tyjae Spears, who's the exact opposite of Henry that they use in the running game, his quickness and speed. Are they complement each other?
Yeah, I really like Tyjae coming out this past draft. Really liked his play style. Very quick back. He is very much a change of pace guy when it comes to him and Derrick. Really is explosive in the passing game. That's where Tyjae sticks out for sure. He's a matchup problem on third down, and when it comes to that, you have to be tight on him in coverage, and it's not just short routes. He has the ability, to hit the deep routes downfield, but he is a dynamic runner. He is a playmaker, and you can see them, getting him more carries, getting him more involved in the offense because of his dynamic play style.
From a contested catch standpoint, where would you rank DeAndre Hopkins, and what are some of the challenges, and obviously corners that are good at contesting those catches?
Yeah, Hopkins is, you talk about contested catches, he's one of the best, if not the best in the league, right? He does a really good job, even though he doesn't have to separate much because he has such a great catch radius and he's competitive at the catch point. He's also been an explosive, dynamic player in this league for a very long time. Tough matchup. He's their number one guy. Friendly target for the young quarterback to throw to, and Hopkins has made a ton of plays for him. Right? You see the speed down the field. You see the catch radius. I mean, he's having a great year.
So y'all had 3 quarterbacks on this roster for much of this season. Obviously, quarterback position is so valuable, and there could have been an opportunity to trade Davis. So I'm curious, before the deadline, I'm curious what was the basis behind keeping 3 quarterbacks in Davis' belt?
And we felt really strong about it. We felt we had a really strong quarterback group since training camp. We felt really good about all 3 guys that we've had, and we just know in this league you never know what happens at that position, and it's comforting to have 3 guys who can go out and play and you don't miss a beat. So it's comforting to have. That's been a strength of ours at the quarterback position. We're happy to have all 3 of our guys.
How would you describe some of the kind of, the chaos that Levis kind of plays with? He doesn't really approach things like a typical quarterback. It feels like Monday night he was trying to run somebody over.
Yeah.
What are kind of the challenges on a young guy, not a lot of film on him, and he kind of does some non-quarterback things?
Yeah. Levis, the thing that sticks out about him is his toughness. Right? You see the toughness, you see the grittiness about him when he runs the ball. He's not sliding all the time, and guys have to be aware that he's trying to run you over at times. He has a very strong arm. Talk about a guy who's throwing the deep ball at a high rate. Right? They do a really good job of connecting, and he's made a lot of big plays throwing the deep ball. But I like his play demeanor. Right? You can tell he's a guy who that locker room is going to rally behind. They feel that toughness from him, and I think that really gets the team going with the style of play that he has. I think it really inspires that team, and he's done a really good job as a young quarterback stepping in and helping that team to win some big games.
DeMeco, you always say it starts up front
Yep.
on both sides of the ball, but you haven't lost linemen for a sustained period. You have lost guys in the secondary linebacker. Your ability to play really good run defense today, how much is that because you've had continuity up front?
Our run defense, it definitely, John, starts up front. with our defensive line, especially our interior guys. All right, if they do a really good job of resetting the line of scrimmage, and it makes the job a lot easier for the guys on the second level to fill in. Right, and the run defense, I always talk about, it's how you set the edges, right? Not allowing the ball to get outside, and that's the challenge this week because they do have a lot of outside zone where they trying to get Henry on the edge, right, and making the corners tackle. So the primary job for us this week is for our ends to do a really great job of setting the edge and funnel the ball back inside and see how many hats can we get swarming to the football. And if we do that, that'll allow us to play really good run defense.
Hey, Coach, I was just wondering, with the possibility of Stroud might not play, I was just wondering, what kind of goes into the evaluation process at the quarterback room to try to decide which guy will get there?
And the thing with, not only the quarterback, but with every position, I always tell all of our guys, no matter where you are on the roster, all right, whether your practice squad, whether you've been inactive, whether you're active, like everyone prepare to start. You never know when that opportunity will present itself. So if everybody is preparing that way, then we'll be fine when we go in the game because things happen all the time throughout the week where you never know who's going to be up, who's going to be down. But if everybody has the right mindset and they're preparing like they're starting, then the game will take care of itself.
What would you like to see your wide receivers possibly get more separation or make things easier for the quarterback?
For the receivers, just play like we've been playing. Our receivers have done a great job all year. Just execute the routes, right? Play with great speed, right? Use your feet to get open. Like, just do the techniques that we continue to coach our wide receivers. And those guys play well. They've been playing well all year, and I expect them to have a really good game on Sunday.
You haven't used injuries as an excuse, but I know you'll be shocked to know you lead the league with players on injured reserve. How has that affected what you wanted to do?
Yeah, for me, with the players that we have injured, it hasn't affected what we do one bit, right? Because it's truly, I never make excuses about it because I truly believe injuries happen to every team, right? Yeah, we've had probably a few more than others, but it doesn't matter. We line up on Sunday with whoever we have, and everybody go out and play your best, and it truly doesn't matter, right? Everybody just go out, do your best, and we play as a team collectively, right? Of course, we don't want our guys injured, but it happens. It happens every year to every team across the league. You lose good players, right? But it's all about how you respond to it, and not just allowing that to affect you, not to sulk about the injuries, but it's just a matter of responding the right way, everybody picking up the slack and moving forward.
From a passer standpoint and also leadership standpoint, what are some traits that you see in Davis as you
Davis has done a good job with everything that we've asked him to do. He's done a really good job of just leading in his own right. I mean, just seeing him on our scout team, the way he helps us out with the defensive looks. He's done a really good job of what he's been asked to do.
Last one. I know stats aren't everything, and you've won some of these games, but a lot of quarterbacks have had their best or second best game against the Texans over the course of the season. Is there something that you've seen that maybe a certain type of quarterback or a certain style of guy has a big day against the defense, or what does that say that a couple of guys have had some really good days?
Yeah, for the quarterbacks that have had, you call it good days versus us, I would say we've helped those guys tremendously. And busted coverages, guys not being on the details of where we should be. And when you do that, like a guy throws two checkdowns and it goes for over 50 yards, I don't know if that's the quarterback having a great day or if that's defense not playing good ball, right? So we haven't played well when those guys have had those numbers and have done doing a great job versus our defense. It's been bust on our part defensively and just communication bust, technique bust, tackling. All of those things amount to explosive plays, which allows the quarterback numbers, to be inflated.
John, last one.
Does it help that 2 years ago, if you have to play Mills, he had a great game against the Titans as a rookie, one of his two best games, and the last year he helped him win in Nashville. Does that experience help the guy if he's going to be starting Sunday?
I think experience helps everyone. When you step in, if you've been there, you've done it, and you're not making the moment bigger than it should be, experience helps us all. So you would like to think that experience would definitely help out.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.